Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video I am super pumped. I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects ever, which is Pat McGrath makeup and new Pat McGrath launches. So Pat McGrath announced her new bronze collection yesterday, and unfortunately I spent way too long editing yesterday's video, like 8 hours or so. It took me so long to edit that video, and so I couldn't film this video yesterday, but I am here today to react to the collection with you and tell you whether or not I'm going to shop it, or you guys know I'm going to shop it. Exactly what I'm going to be shopping for is what I'll tell you at the end of the video. So let's go through all of the prices, all of the offerings, and all of the bundles that Pat has on her website. The collection launches on the 30th of this month, so we still have a little bit over a week to go, and I am super pumped because Pat McGrath finally, after years of request, Pat McGrath finally gave us single bronzers. So let's go ahead and get into it. The collection is called the Divine Bronze Collection, and I'm going to scoot over this way because I'm going to show you some images of everything that is going to be available. Of course, the main thing I want to focus on is the single bronzers. Those are the products that we've been asking Pat McGrath to release for the longest time. She finally came through, and she's releasing 8 different shades of them. These are going to retail for $39, and the packaging that they're coming out in look very much like her single blush packaging. It also has this beautiful embossed image in the center of the bronzer, and one thing that I found quite curious when looking at the website is that the bronzers are described as a blurring and perfecting bronzer. It is a buildable formula, mistake-proof application, which is definitely due to the buildable formula, which I think is great. It says it's got micro velvet powder, which to me is important because I like my products to be really nice and thin, plus it's buildable. I'm sure it's going to blend amazingly. And the finish is demi-matte and pearl finishes, so it's not going to be an all matte bronzer. There's going to be some sort of luminosity to it. What I imagine the bronzer to actually look like once applied, and what I'm seeing from the pictures that are already available on Pat's Instagram account, is a bronzer that has like a bit of a satin finish to it, which come summertime is going to be absolutely beautiful. I prefer natural looking bronzers. I like matte bronzers, but I'm definitely excited because Pat McGrath made this one, okay? So I'm sure it's going to be amazing, and so a satin finish bronzer is definitely not something that I'm opposed to. I love the Gucci bronzer, for instance, and I feel like that one has a similar finish to what this one is described to be. It says on the website that the bronzer is the ultimate must-have for creating the look of sun-kissed beauty. This luxuriously soft powder will leave you radiant from sunrise to sunset and beyond. It says that the colors are curated by Mother, and they are infused with touches of golden pearls that easily blend for customized warmth, luminosity, and definition. Achieve divine skin architecture with effortless buffing and blurring for a flawless finish. Experience the ultimate sun sculpting technology for your very own goddess-worthy glow. I absolutely love the descriptions on the Pat McGrath website. I always get a giggle out of them. Anyways, it looks like the shade range is very inclusive, and I'm personally torn between shades 1 and 2. So Naked Desire, which is a soft golden bronze, and Nude Honey, which is a neutral bronze. Knowing me, I feel like the neutral bronze is probably going to be more so to my liking because I love neutral bronzers with a bit of a cool tone even in there. So I'm thinking that is where I'm leaning, but I don't want that one to be too dark. That is the one thing that I'm a bit scared of maybe. So I'm also interested in the Naked Desire shade. Now, you guys know that when Pat comes out with a new product, she makes it a whole collection. So we have more products besides the bronzer that she's launching and that we're going to get into. The one product that I'm definitely most excited about is the eyeshadow quad. I feel like it's been a very long time since Pat McGrath released an eyeshadow quad. I feel like it's at least been a year, right? And so I am super pumped for this one because I love Pat's eyeshadow quads. I was saying it as I was reviewing the little quints that she launched for holiday. I totally missed the quads, and so I'm super excited for this one. It is called Venusian Sunrise and it is going to retail for $62. I was looking at the shades, and from what I can remember off the top of my head, I do think that these are all new. So we have Nude Solaris, we have Sunset Taupe, we have Velvet Eclipse, and we have Gilded Glamour. At the same time, they kind of sound like Pat McGrath names in general, so I hope I'm not mistaken. I think that they might be all new shades though. I'm definitely very excited for the mattes that she shows and also the shimmers. I know that they're gold shimmers, okay? I know Pat always gives us golds and this is no exception, but I was looking at this video specifically on Pat's Instagram account yesterday, and the look on her eyes definitely convinced me that this is a gold worth getting, okay? Admittedly, I'm also not very hard to convince when it comes to Pat McGrath. Anyways, back to the matte. I feel like Sunset Taupe is going to be a fantastic transition shade for the crease of your eyes, and you guys know Pat always makes her matte shades super blendable and also super easy to build up. So even if you didn't want to darken up the shade Sunset Taupe, I'm pretty sure that you would be able to get a bit of depth with that one. And then Velvet Eclipse looks like the richest, yummiest neutral brown, so I'm very excited to use that one as well to deepen up the outer corner of the eyes, and I feel like that shade is going to look good on everyone. The shade that I'm least excited about is the Nude Solaris, just because it looks like a regular shimmer champagne type of a shade, and so that one to me is not as exciting. But when I saw Gilded Glamour swatched on that girl's eyes, I fell in love. I don't care that it's another gold. It is a special glimmery gold, a very attention grabbing one, and I am totally here for it. I'm definitely very curious to see if this quad is made in the US or Italy, because with Pat there is slight changes in the formula depending on where it was made. My hope is that it was made in Italy because that will guarantee that that palette is going to have amazing formulations, although I am expecting amazing formulations anyways. But once I get the collection and I try the palette, I'll definitely have to let you know about that. Let's move on because I could talk about this palette all day. So for blush, she's coming out with Divine Rose 3. At first I thought this was something that was already in the collection, but I realized that it's not. So I do have Divine Rose and Divine Rose 2 already. Divine Rose I have in this palette here. I never got it in the single with the original release because I just thought that this was a bit too cool toned for me. You guys know how I feel about shades that remind me of my rosacea underneath my makeup, and that's kind of how Divine Rose the original felt to me, so I never bought it. I have used it since and it is an okay shade, but overall just not my favorite. And then Divine Rose 2 is this one here that has this like dual type of packaging where you get a more mauvey one and one that is a more bright pink shade. Also an okay blush, also not my favorite. However, I do still think I'm going to be interested in Divine Rose 3 because this one is described as a Coral Rose Demi Matte shade. So it's going to have her Demi Matte formula, which I absolutely love, and it is a Coral Rose shade. It's not going to have that cool undertone that is precisely what I don't love about these two. It's going to be a blush that is a bit more golden, and so I am totally interested in trying that one as well. And the price is of course going to be $39. By the way, I like that she priced her new bronzers the same as her blushes, but also I was hoping that when she launched bronzers, and this is very picky of me, I was hoping that when she launched bronzers she would launch them in a bit of a bigger pan. I use a lot more bronzer than I use blush, so I just expected to get a bigger pan with a bit more product. And so the bronzers being $39, which is the same price as the blushes, definitely tells me that they are going to be the exact same size. One product that I'm not getting, only because I already own it and I love it, is the Nude Venus lipstick. So she is relaunching this lipstick with new packaging. I believe this might be the third time she repackages the lipstick because I have it in the holiday palette, which tells me that there was probably like an original packaging of the Nude Venus lipstick. Then she did the holiday packaged one, which is the one I got, and now she's doing it as part of the Divine Nude collection. I'm actually going to put it on right now to show you. I absolutely love this lipstick. It is beautiful. Check it out right here. So this one is described as a neutral coral nude, and that is pretty much exactly what it is. I feel like if you want to create a very monochromatic look, the new blush that is coming out is probably going to be a perfect match for this lipstick. So yeah, this is what the lipstick looks like, and of course I'm not going to buy it because I already have it in my collection and I love it. Plus Pat's lipstick formula is amazing, and this one does come in the fancier, more luxurious lipstick packaging that she offers. The lipstick, of course, is going to retail for $39, which is the price for this type of lipsticks in her collection. And then she's also coming out with a lip liner and a gloss, both of them in the shade Nude Venus. I don't own her lip liner or gloss in the shade Nude Venus, so I'm not sure if these are new additions to her collection or if it's something that was already existing and I just never purchased myself. I'm not sure how much I'm going to love the lip liner in the shade Nude Venus because I usually like to get a bit darker around the edges of my lipstick, but I'm definitely intrigued to try it, especially to try it with the lipstick and the gloss. And as far as the gloss is concerned, Pat McGrath glosses are my favorite gloss formula in my collection, period. So I am of course grabbing this one as well, and I feel like putting the whole collection together on my face is going to be a magical feeling because I'm going to look bronzy with very sultry, very sparkly eyelids, and I'm going to have a monochromatic blush lip thing going. I'm definitely here for it. I cannot wait to get my hands on all of these products, give you my review, and put it all on my face. So in the Pat McGrath website, and of course the link to all of this is down below in the description box, you will also find some bundles. She has bronzer duos that you can buy, and instead of spending $39 on each bronzer, you can get 2 for $70. She has a lipstick trio where you can get the lip liner, the lipstick, and the gloss for $86. She has a bundle that has basically the whole collection. One bronzer, the blush, the eyeshadow, the lipstick, the gloss, and the lip liner, all for $205. If you're a makeup artist and you want to get all 8 shades of the bronzers for your kit, you can get all 8 of them for $270. She also has that bundled up on her website. And then if you want everything, the 8 bronzers, the blush, the palette, and the lipstick trio, you can have all of that for $435. And then there's also bronzer brushes that go with this collection that she has listed on her website as well. Now let's get into what I'm going to be getting to review for you. I'm going to get a bronzer duo instead of a single bronzer because I want to try Nude Honey mainly, and then I also want to try Naked Desire, the lighter bronzer, to see which one I like better, and that way I can give you guys feedback if you're around my skin tone as to which bronzer is going to look best on you. So I'm going to get both of the bronzers. I'm going to get, of course, the eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to get not the lipstick trio because I already have the lipstick, but I'm going to get the gloss and the lip liner. So unfortunately the only thing I can get bundled up is the bronzer duo because every other bronzer comes with things that I already have, like the lipstick for example. So I'm going to get the bronzer duo, and then I have to get the blush, the eyeshadow palette, the eyeliner, and the lip gloss individually. Of course, the day of the launch, as per usual, Pat McGrath has a VIP 10% off, so I'm going to get a 10% off of the whole order, and I am going to be so ready for that makeup to arrive so I can try it on and give you my review of it. I am of course super pumped for this launch. I'm super pumped for Pat to finally have bronzers to offer us. I feel like one of the main things that the Pat McGrath line was lacking was a bronzer category. We gotta get thinking about eyebrows next, I think. So finally we have bronzers. I'm super pumped to try everything. Please let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comment section of this video. I cannot wait to read your comments, and of course keep an eye on my Instagram account or my community page here on YouTube for when these products release and the discount code. I always give you guys the discount code immediately so that you can check out and get your 10% off if you're shopping the day of the launch. Anyways, don't forget to please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new here. My name is Patty. I am a little bit Pat McGrath obsessed, so if you want to be up to date on all of the Pat McGrath newness, hit that subscribe button before you leave. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye.